What's up, guys? I'm on my way to the shop. It's actually a Sunday. I wasn't really planning on doing much today, but I got a buddy that's only really off on the weekends, and he knows how to weld a lot better than I do. So he's offered to come up to the shop and help me try to weld a few different things up. I'm actually pulling my trailer right now. I don't know if we're gonna get around to trying to. The trailer's inner fender's like busted loose from the curved top of the fenders, and one side blew out and tore one of the brand new tires off the trailer. It's a brand new car hauler, and it like grenaded itself in Dallas. Luckily, the vehicle that was on it, we were able to drive it home illegally, but it drove. So the trailer apparently is the tandem axle will work with only 3 wheels on it. I'm pulling it right now with only 3 wheels on it behind me. But I'm headed to the shop now to meet a good buddy of mine, and yeah, we're probably gonna. I'm more worried about getting that latch welded in the TI. The autocross is coming up in 2 weeks, and I really need to get that latch fixed on my TI on my hatch for autocross. So hopefully he can help me get that latch welded in. We might start stitching on the. I want to stitch the aprons on the other TI, the California top TI. I plan on bagging and stitching the bay and like body filling the aprons and doing a really clean bay on that car. So I might end up leaving off with doing some stitching, leaving the welder set on the stitch settings, and maybe I'll try to continue to finish the stitching myself. Maybe I'll get him to help me get the latch in. Boning the latch in is going to be really hard. It's thick steel and it's a thin hatch, so it's going to be hard to make that weld. But after we get that done, that's the most important to me. This trailer is a pile of trash, and I can weld it back together myself. I know I'm good enough to weld this trailer back together. An 18-year-old kid welded it together, and it broke on me. So I can at least do that good, for sure. So I'm not as worried about the trailer. I just want to get the truck and trailer back up to the shop. I'll drive my X3 home. Just leave these up there until I can get them welded. I might weld that up tomorrow. But hopefully I'll get some footage today of us getting that latch welded in, and then probably start stitching the aprons on the other car, because I really want to get those aprons all stitched up. And if he can get the settings right and start working the stitches, I can probably finish out the stitches myself and get them all ground down and body filled, and primer that bay and paint it and have that bay ready to put that car back together. Basically, that was the biggest part of that build. Was I wanted to do the bay super clean and actually pull the fuse box. Is going to be under the driver kick panel, and it's going to be bagged and very just clean, not fast or anything. It's OEM plus style build on that car. It was a California top. It's hard to even find that car. Two-tone interior, leather and gray. It's really cool. So I just really want to do that one OEM plus and try to keep it clean title, no wrecks, and hold on to it for as long as I can. But hopefully I'll get back with y'all shortly, and we'll have this freaking latch stitched in, at least. That's the main goal. If I can get that latch stitched in, I can pass tech in, stop ratchet strapping my trunk closed. That's kind of sketch. So this is what we got going on with the trailer. That inner fender buckled in, caught the inside of the back sidewall, and just blew the fucking tire out. Like, I mean, right like 2 blocks down the road after we loaded the car on it. This was still stitched up here. This buckled just right like that. It buckled out where you see, and it caught the back side of the tire and just ate the fucking tire. Which all that was holding it were these stitches, and I really think someone should have came back behind that stitching and like actually fucking welded that together. That should be solid welds. I mean, there's a little bit bigger stitches up here. It shouldn't be stitched. Like, that should have been stitched together to hold it together, and then it should be fucking, it should have beads ran everywhere, solid beads all the way down all this. So and this I don't give that much of a shit about, so I'm gonna do all this myself probably eventually. I'm gonna put beads all through the insides of here. The tire is already inside, but luckily enough, check this out, there's rust on the bottom of all of those. So like I never actually bottomed it out. This thing rolled 3 wheels as long as it wasn't loaded. We'll see, I was happy about that. It will roll on 3 wheels as long as it's not loaded. But there was no welding on this side at all, so I will also be, you know, I'm gonna come along and weld a bead on the back side. All along here, and all in here. Like it should be, so those hopefully never snap apart again. And then also I plan to get a spare tire, you know, because this is horrible. And then check this out. Since that happened, I went ahead and looked at this side to see how this was doing, and it's not any better. So I've got to do both sides for sure. But when this buckle's like this and the tire's rolling forward, so it just kind of probably wore a little spot on the sidewall of that tire, but you know, it's probably gonna blow out, but not anytime too soon. But since this one was on the back side, it was straight up, it was catching the tire coming up. So I mean, I made it 2 blocks and it fucking exploded. So, but I will probably back this in the shop and weld it all up myself. And I guess this is Robbie gonna roll up on me in a beat and hit. That's my neighbor's trash can, and this is my neighbor's property. Hey, you gotta park on this side of that, and that's my neighbor's trash can. Sorry, Jim or Tim, I get them mixed up. Let's see. That's Tim. Sorry, Jim. Yeah, over here. Yeah, just we gotta get in. We gotta get in. Stop. Yeah. If he wants to get mad, I got a like brand new trash can. They had to bring me a brand new one because I think these people like stole mine and took it to their other location because they had 3 trash cans, and then they used to rent this shop, and I went over there and I was like, hey, I don't have a trash can, and they were like, well, we only have 1. And I was like, yeah, I saw 3 out there, and then I never saw but 1 out there anymore. And they have another, they're like upgrading to a new location. They downsized here, and I think he's got another location somewhere. I'm pretty sure he stole my fucking trash can, but I got a brand new trash can from the city, so fuck it. Well, no, check this out, dude. That happened. They were stitched in. Like there's stitches here. There's like the tacks here. There's stitches there, and on the other side, nothing on the outside. He from Ronnie's Trailer Sales. It's brand new. This is the 4th time I loaded anything on it. Like literally the 4th car that I loaded on it. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to him about this.
Brooklyn's pissed off at me. I told her I was bringing our 6-year-old to weld some shit.
You gotta learn him some shit.
Yeah, we shouldn't do it like that. You stitch it a couple times, just let it cool down. See how it's starting to warp that shit right there? A big old dent in it already.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Watch out, this rubber. I'm gonna end up melting the rubber eventually. I already know it's gonna happen. So me and him both played with this earlier. We did some welds. All the pretty ones Robbie made. All the ugly ones I made. You just pretty much just, that's how it goes. But I'm thinking of this shit's not come apart. It doesn't do anything. If anybody needs this art sculpture, you can have it for $15 plus rust and state tax. Yeah. So I think we're actually gonna do the latch. The latch is the most important. That's what we need to do. That's what we've been fucking with. We gotta polish it in my trunk. So yeah, we're gonna put it on the outside. It allows for the latch to sit where it needs to be and the screw to work right here. I had this other fucking screw not even installed. The bracket was broken half. Where's it at?
Big ass washer.
Which is probably like half the reason it broke off was because like the back latch wasn't even attached on the back. It was just flopping. And I had this plate on it. I tried. I tried. There's like pop riveted and flux core welded and a whole lot of Bondo. But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, basically it's all clean now, and the latch is sitting where it needs to be, and we're just gonna screw the plate on where it goes and try not to blow holes all in the fucking hatch, and see if we can't melt the plate into the hatch without blowing the hatch apart, because obviously this hatch, and we might weld the latch to the hatch, which is not good because this is a mock-up latch that we just realized is fucking broken. So I've got 3 hatches and 1 hatch latch. But yeah, that needs to sit like right there. And I'm gonna let him do this shit because I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What? We gotta be 6 foot? No, I think we could snake up between here. Or...
under this car?
Yeah, I hope maybe that we can make it this far. I don't know. We might be too far from the welder. I might be about to do some really sketchy extension cord type shit. 50 amp extension cord. Yeah, I can make it happen though. We'll see in a minute. Alright, let's put this car back together. Alright. We got the welder close enough to the car. Barely. Barely close enough to the car. Does this still come on? Yeah, it works. I didn't have to make a sketchy extension cord just yet. That's gonna have to happen.
17.
What?
When did they get up to 17?
I don't know, maybe it just like defaults like that? Does it just do that? Did we unplug it?
I don't know.
17 is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of bit.
That's a lot of holes. That's a lot of holes for my hatch. Fuck.
17.
This is gonna be great. It's got to hold better than a fucking bungee cord. I mean, you know.
Man.
So this is what we ended up with. I think it's pretty good. It's in there. It's hot. It's not coming off. And yeah. Now I don't have to worry about ratting myself out because fuck you, Tech-In. My trunk works now. I went 3 years with a ratchet strap on it, and thank you guys to the ones that let me get away with it. But this is probably a lot safer. The ratchet strap kept actually, like, I had it running through here and it kept like tearing into the ratchet strap. I was kind of surprised the hatch didn't like fly open. And I've got like Chevy Blazer shocks on it.
Oh, yeah,
so like it is like kind of amazing that I didn't throw my hatch wide open and maybe sling a battery at somebody or something in the last few years of racing this car. Just over something stupid as this latch. But yeah, this I beat this out. I had too much sound system. But it's really not my fault because we're over here looking at this one. And this is just BMW, you fucking suck. Look at this. They're already, this car has not seen any kind of sound system or any abuse or anything. And these are just known to tear out. And they make those plates that go over them, but the plates are actually not meant to be welded in. They're meant to fit on a sedan or a coupe, but I just cut that one and welded it onto my hatch because they don't make a plate for the TI for the hatch style. So I just had to do what I had to do to make it work, but it looks like already I need another one of those plates. So yeah, I'll be doing that to this car as well, I guess, before I ever even put a latch back in it. So thanks, BMW. You guys do a good job at keeping your hatches closed. Alright guys, so I did end up wiring in my sketchy extension cord because we're gonna go ahead and fix this trailer today too. I'm pretty happy with the hatch. I think the latch is gonna work fine. That shit is done. Check this out. NEC certified professional.
That's probably why it broke, is because this fucking inner well is too big.
And luckily I was smart enough to own that shit out, because as you can see the fucking colors weren't the same from one end to the other. So yeah, own shit out before you just go wiring random shit into random shit. That way you don't catch stuff on fire. It still might catch on fire. I mean, who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Now we're outside. It's sunny as fuck. Yeah, whoever did this,
It's too big and it had a bunch of stress on it.
he told me the kid was 18 years old and didn't know what he was doing. I mean, at 18, how much experience can you have? Fucking what? Fucking 4 to 6 months since high school ended and you haven't turned 19 yet? I mean, goddamn. So,
unless he's a retard.
no, he admitted to me that an 18-year-old kid was doing all this welding and quit on him and was a snob about making $18 an hour being a welder, welding trailers together.
$18 an hour at 18.
Welding trailers together. Yeah, I mean, that's good money, but that dude, I tell you, that dude took off to the oil field or something. There's just no way around it.
Yeah, dude, they got a shortage of like workers at like fast food restaurants and shit.
Yeah, they literally, yeah. There's a shortage. They can't keep anybody in the fucking. You can't keep a motherfucker working at the fast food joint because that motherfucker gets offered a job the third day on the job to go sit in a fucking truck and fill up other people's trucks. It's like, hey, you want to stop serving Taco Bell?
18-wheelers backing up and he makes $25.
Yeah, just hey, back up.
He sits in the truck until an 18-wheeler pulls up to fill up or something and backs them up, just gets out and says, hey, and then stop.
Yeah, I know a guy used to do something similar. It was something like a pond that they either dropped off or unloaded. They either filled their tanks or unloaded their tanks at some kind of pond for the drilling rig, and all he did was fucking sit there until people came and people showed up and did their thing, and he would like fill them up or empty them out and then go on about their day. Nobody did much anything. Everybody made a lot of fucking money. I've got to get the jacks out here, or at least.
This is too big to be in here. Do you have a cutting wheel?
I don't know. We'll find a cutting wheel. It doesn't fit. It's too high up in there.
I mean, that's probably why everything broke, is because it don't fit and everything's bone. It's just under a bunch of stress.
Yeah, like on this side, there's a crinkle in it.
Unless you warp the fuck out of it.
Look, no, and there was a crinkle in that the day I bought it. Like they had to, that didn't come like that, so they had to beat that into shape to try to make it fit. They were both like, I could tell looking out of my rearview mirror that they were wonky without even having the trailer loaded. They were kind of wonk, like they were kind of corkscrew shaped. But yeah, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but if it happened in the wrong place, it would be a big deal. And yeah, like I haven't fucking registered this trailer yet. It is brand new. It is literally not street legal and already grenaded itself. So, I'm not real happy about that.
Start from here and work our way down, but it's going to come to a point where it's going to want to blow out a lot.
Fix it.
I'd like to just
Or something.
See where it's going
Yeah,
back and forth right
yeah,
there?
it's too tight up in there. Almost like it needed to sit a 16th or an 1/8 inch lower when they first tacked it in.
Yeah.
Or the curves needed to come up a little bit. Whoever tacked it together.
Break the one weld loose that's holding it in. You know.
Well, is it just sitting over this angle?
One weld that's holding it.
It's just sitting over the. It's kind of welded to the angle.
Yeah, it's all one piece.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You want to learn how to weld?
These guys need to like learn how to buy better.
What's $18?
What's $18? I'm gonna go look at something. How's this guy's inner fenders fashioned to his trailer? I mean,
fucking ringer. And it holds up.
But look, it's about the same. Still got the floppy.
Well, look at how small the tacks were on it.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one getting fucked. Trailer builders, all of you. Look at this shit. What are you doing? I don't know this guy. I mean, he works next to me. We didn't buy our trailers in the same location by far. This is a completely different company welding trailers together. And I honestly walked over here to show y'all how somebody else would have done this right. And check it out. Yeah, somebody else would have not done this right. So yeah, check it out. No, look. It's just a normal problem with trailers, man. It's just you buy them brand new, and this is what you expect. I mean, this is what you expect. This one's old as hell. This guy uses his. Mine is brand new, but I mean, you know, I just went ahead and got it over with soon. Mine grenaded fast. Mine was matured quickly. Wow. Hell, maybe I can talk the neighbor into getting some work out of him. His shit needs to be welded back together too. I'm gonna get some practice here. Maybe I can get him to pay me to weld his back together. Fixing shit today, motherfucker. Look at this latch. Look at this latch. No more strapping the trunk closed. This looks ready for SEMA. 100%. Well guys, I think that's all we're gonna do today. I got this bracket welded in, which I'm very pleased with. That was literally like the most important thing that needed to happen. And we haven't started stitching this bay yet, but open the hood and we're looking at it. It's all, of course, getting rusty. I'm gonna have to grind it all back down, but yeah, I'll eventually stitch everything in this bay and then grind it all down and body fill it so you can't see the seams. Basically, it makes it look like one-piece aprons. Real nice for a shaved bay application. But yeah, maybe we'll work on that next weekend or something. That friend of mine, he's only in town on the weekends right now. He's working out of town. But we also did some work on the trailer. We didn't get finished with it. But I'm gonna go get a grinder and a bunch of grinding wheels. I just really need a bunch of grinding wheels. And of course, this all just looks like SEMA wheels. It is not grand looking, but it never was. And I mean, look what it came from. And now it doesn't do that. So that's all that matters. It's very much sturdy and not going to come back apart. It wasn't intended to be pretty. I'm going to finish welding it myself because I don't even care if it's pretty. I just care that it works better than the kid that horribly welded it together the first time. Again, it's a brand new car hauler. The fourth car I put on it grenaded the hauler. But yeah, make fun of my welds in the comments. If you want to, you can make fun of Robbie's welds too, but they're quite a bit better than mine. So it's kind of hard to make fun of his. And that was a really hard task right there. That is a thick plate that he was able to melt into my extremely thin hatch, and did a hell of a job doing it. So shout out to Robbie for that. I appreciate it a lot. And here's some of the stuff I showed earlier of us just playing, me and him going back and forth, running beads. It's a bead he ran. I think I ran that bead. He ran the little one in the middle. So I mean, I'm getting there with it. I did all of the welding the square together, square tubing. I didn't do any of that, but yeah, I'm getting there with it, and it's not too bad. But I think I'm gonna end it there for the day. Got the trailer somewhat done. I'm gonna finish getting the trailer done probably tomorrow or the next day. Like I said, I need more flapper wheels and grinding discs to keep that all cleaned up. If you can't get the paint off, you can't put new weld on. And then of course I gotta go buy my own paint to repaint it, or it'll rust out and tear apart again. So that'll be it for the day. But real stoked on the bracket. Glad the hatches back together right. Kind of didn't want to post the last video I made because I kind of ratted myself out for running autocross with the ratchet strap holding my trunk down, and now I got it fixed, so it's all good. Yeah, see you guys later.